Alright, we're going head to head this time, folks. I had a longtime viewer, TJ, recently checked out the Sierra Nevada Snowpack and the Sam Adams Winter Classics. He mentioned that he felt that the Sierra Nevada Wintertide Ale actually tasted a lot like the Old Fezziwig. And actually, when I went through and did those two packs myself, that was kind of my first impression. It's very similar. So, we're going to crack them both open. We're going to put these guys head to head. So the Old Fezziwigs is spicy and bold. It's an ale brewed with cinnamon, ginger, and orange peel. 5.9% ABV, 25 IBUs. Typical warnings and everything else. Not a whole lot else on there. So let's look at the Wintertide Ale. Ale brewed with spices. And let's see. In times of old, no holiday feast was complete without a tankard of special ale served next to a roaring fire. That's a tradition we'd like to see continue. Tankard optional. With our Wintertide Ale, brewed with rich caramel-like malts and a hint of coriander, cinnamon, nutmeg, and ginger, Wintertide is reminiscent of Mom's favorite holiday cookies. So we've got coriander, cinnamon, nutmeg, and ginger. And this is cinnamon, ginger, and orange peel. So, coriander and nutmeg and orange peel over here. So, the ingredients are slightly different, but depending on their the amounts they're in, that ginger and the cinnamon could be what's given them their distinct flavor that overlaps. So, Old Fezziwig's been a long-time favorite of mine. I'm going to do Sierra Nevada the favor of hitting that up first. Not bad at all. I mean, it's slightly roasty. I definitely would treat this as a fireside beer. And there is that unique combination of the spices that comes together and gives it a distinct flavor. It's hard to describe because it's so different from anything else out there. It's roasty, and it does have a hint of the flavor I like of the Old Fezziwig. It's reminiscent of old cola nut colas and root beers. That's the closest thing I can think of to compare it to in terms of the overall flavor. Whew, pardon. We got to do a little bit of palate cleansing here. I like these big things. I can carry these around at work on the hotter days of the year. Almost finish a whole one during the day. Almost. All right. And there's the Old Fezziwig. Roasty. And again, it's got that distinct flavor. It's a bit stronger. The overall flavor with this beer is a bit stronger. They're both nice roasty beers, and they both have that interesting flavor that I mentioned. It's more distinct, I think, in the Old Fezziwig, but it is the Wintertide does have a very similar taste, which is odd because the ingredients in there are different. But like I said, it may be the common ones, the ginger and cinnamon combination that they share, that's given them a really similar taste. I think Sierra Nevada had a slightly heavier mouthfeel than the Old Fezziwig, but they're both going down very smooth. And the Fezziwig's got this nice this nice warming feeling to it. I still got to hit the Fezziwig with a 5 out of 5. For me, it's just a great beer that you can only get one time a year. It's awesome. I just really like it. It's unique and different. The Wintertide does come close. It's got a similar character and a similar flavor. It's just less distinct. I think I hit this with a 4 out of 5 when I did the review on the overall pack, and I think I'm going to go back to that. I do still slightly prefer the Fezziwig, but they absolutely have a similar flavor profile, which is nice, especially considering the fact that they're probably brewed differently, considering the different ingredients, but it's kind of a convergence there. So, honestly, two really great beers with a similar taste, and that's just what I think. I like the Old Fezziwig better, but it's, it might be the familiarity with the product, but for me, the flavor is just coming through a little bit stronger and distinguishing itself. So hit me up down in the comments, the email link down below. I'd like to hear what you guys have to say about these two beers together, whether you think they're similar or not at all, or which one you prefer over the other, and why. While you're down there, make sure to click on like and share for the video, and subscribe so you'll get a notification every time I post a new one. Till next time, folks, thanks for tuning in. Cheers.